So you found my channel, but you thought, man, I like this guy's content, but I'm just not going to subscribe. I'm just going to watch the stuff and then leave. You couldn't just click the button. You just had to, you'd watch the thing and then you'd go. Is that what it is? Not gonna leave old Mr. Hydrager a subscription? You're better than that, huh? Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna kind of jump right into talking about Halo. I have been playing Halo for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And I've enjoyed it. It's been good. But I will say it needs some work. So, all that said, obviously I was wrong about my initial thoughts about Halo. Just a little off base, you know what I mean? The multiplayer gameplay loop is really good. It really is. It's not bad at all. What is bad is the progression, the customization, all of those sorts of things. There's a lot of challenges with that. So I think all that said, there's a lot of work that is needed with Halo. There just is. I think that the core gameplay loop is fantastic. I love the new weapons. I love the new maps. I think it's all really solid. But what I don't think is good is yeah, what I think the bottom line is that and they've already tweaked a little bit of it, right? The progression system is a little bit flawed. The battle pass was really weak. They haven't changed that yet, although they've added some new features from a loose progression perspective. So now you earn more XP per game. The XP earned per game is a little bit more top heavy, meaning so you just jump right in, you start earning some extra XP. I'm assuming that I'm going to be able to pop a double XP kind of right off the jump. And have some fun with that. Hopefully progress the battle pass a little bit. But I also think, that there's probably been some pretty negative feedback about the Fractures event that happened. I think that was really kind of mishandled in the eyes of a lot of people for a few reasons, but mainly because I really think it wasn't as advertised. So yeah, you could get the samurai armor, the Yoroi armor, but it wasn't what you saw in the trailers. It wasn't even what you see in the imagery for the event, and that's gonna taste wrong to people. It's gonna leave a bad taste in their mouth, especially because some of that stuff you can buy in the store. And that's a big problem. I think the other big problem is when you look at the Battle Pass, it's kind of full of... the whole point of Battle Passes is it's just like cosmetics and shit. Like, that is what Battle Passes are. Some games have added, different playable characters or new guns or anything like that. I never really kind of figured that would be part of the Halo experience, but... far too much of both the Battle Pass and the Fracture event were centered around XP grants, XP, double XP boosts, or challenge swaps, all of which are monetizing intentionally bad portions of the game. So you've got, if you grind through a level in the Battle Pass just to get more XP, that does nothing for you, right? That's not content. That's just shortening your next level, and who cares, right? If all you're grinding for is XP to get more XP, nobody's going to enjoy that. It's the same thing with double XP and challenge swaps, right? Like Call of Duty at least for Modern Warfare. I don't know about for Cold War, and I certainly don't know for Vanguard now, but for their battle passes throughout 2020, all of the content, there were double XP boosts, and there were some of those things, but there was enough other content, and you were progressing fast enough that it never felt like you were running out of things to get from it, right? What's up? And I think, as part of that, you really kind of run out of good feelings about it. You know what I mean? I think the change that they've made as of today, or I guess last night, where you get a little bit more XP at the start, that's going to help. I think it basically guarantees that if you play 6 or 7 games a day, you're going to get at least a level a day in the Battle Pass, which is a lot better than the, 20 that you were getting otherwise. My other problem is, I work full time, right? I've got other things that I do in my personal time that isn't gaming. And I think that there's a big challenge when it comes to trying to accomplish all of the weekly challenges. I finished last week's. I was off work for Thanksgiving. I didn't have anything else to do. I played a lot of Halo. That's great. That's easy. Pardon me. I haven't been able to do that this week, and I won't be able to do that this week, or pretty much any week, except for maybe the last week of the year where I've got some more time off work. So I think the progression, it's flawed fundamentally. I doubt that I'll be able to finish a weekly challenge, much less additional unlocks and stuff like that, the events and stuff like that. I just don't see it. We'll see. Obviously, I hope that changes. From what I can tell, looking at what a lot of the social media posts that have come from the Halo community management team and some of those folks, it sounds like they acknowledge the issues, but do they really? Right? It's kind of hard to feel like you're actually being heard until things change, and that's just the bottom line of it. I think I spend a lot of time on the Reddit lately, just kind of checking things out. But this is what I mean. So if we look at this image, right? Sketch, who is the community manager for Halo, he's pretty much just saying like, yeah, it is what it is, right? They're frustrated. Microsoft has kind of put them in a position where they have to heavily monetize everything, and I get it's a free-to-play game. They gotta make money somehow, some way. What I don't think, or what I don't kind of feel, is I don't know that there is a real there's a real excuse for the way that it is currently, and I think I'll leave it at that. That said, the rest of the way that the game is structured, I think it's a great foundation. The gameplay is fun. I'm enjoying it a lot, actually. I'm hopeful that it goes well and continues to go well. Oh shit! Thank you, Elif.
Welcome back.
I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, I think the bottom line of it is, there's a great game there to play, but in the current setting, right, in the current way that games are kind of coming out and the expectations behind games, they just keep releasing games that aren't finished, and then expecting people like us to dump time and money and energy into them, and then they're going to be surprised in 2 or 3 months when nobody's playing this game anymore because the new flavor of the month came out. And I think, unlike something like Warzone, Warzone kept a lot of people's attention for a long time. And that's because despite it being Activision and Blizzard and all of their problems, they did a much better job of actually keeping the game rolling, doing the right things, adding good content for free. One of the things that I always really appreciated about Warzone's Battle Pass is you could earn the next season's Battle Pass just by playing the current season. You always got at least 1,000 gold. And it really kind of solved a lot of the problems. So, I think that's the... Okay, so hopefully now you guys can see Halo. I'm pretty sure you can see Halo now. And I'm just going to quit bitching about this, because I think I've said my piece already. The state of the store is extremely frustrating. This shit's not worth $20. This shit's not worth $15. And this shit definitely ain't worth, what was this, $10? Yeah, $10. $7 for this is like, it's pushing it, but at least you get a color scheme, you get a couple armor pieces. They're not the coolest armor pieces, but whatever. And then you get the little logo. Like, $7 for that. Is it a stretch? For sure. In fact, Call of Duty gave this shit away for free on the regular, but it's not the end of the world. So my problem is the overall state of this shit. I'm curious to see what my tasks for the week are going to be too. And then this stuff, right? I mean, $10 for these actually are a little bit more like reasonable, because you get the armor kit, and I think these are really well done. You get the item kit, and I think that for a BR in this color scheme, really well done. Otherwise, really don't care, honestly. Let's see what we got in the battle pass now. Yeah, I think this is just you get a nameplate for finishing all of your tasks in a week. What the fuck is that? The skin was like, okay, I get a skin, I'll bust my ass. This is like something that nobody even sees anymore. Like, I mean, it's here, but where else do people see it? When they go and look at you, and now you don't even see it here. I mean, you kind of see the logo there, but I mean, look at this shit. It used to be like everybody saw each other's nameplates in the pre-lobby. There's no pre-lobby anymore, so what the fuck? So I think it's safe to say that the honeymoon with Halo is over already, which stinks because the game's not even officially out. I am looking forward to the campaign still, but the multiplayer has some deep flaws, and if you spend any time on the Reddit or any time online, I think the sentiment follows that pretty closely. So I don't know. Have you played Halo? What are your thoughts? I'm interested to see what happens over the next few weeks. I'm going to keep playing it a little bit on stream. I'll also be uploading a little bit of a gameplay video here in the next day or so. If you're interested or you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent about uploading content. So if you guys enjoyed this or want to keep watching the content that I produce, please hang out. I appreciate it. Thanks so much.